The night sky burned red. A streak of light tore through the clouds, screaming like a wounded beast. Jack crouched behind a jagged rock in the wasteland, his heart pounding. The desert stretched endless around him, littered with rusted cars and broken dreams. He gripped his rusty rifle, eyes locked on the fiery trail. Something crashed hard, shaking the ground. Dust rose like a ghost. Jack, a lone scavenger with scars on his face and hope long gone, stood slowly. "What now?" he muttered. The air smelled of metal and smoke. He moved toward the crash, boots crunching on sand. A strange hum filled the silence, unnatural, alive. Was it danger? Or something worse? At the crash site, a twisted wreck of glowing metal smoked in a crater. Jack froze. A figure crawled from the wreckage, tall and shimmering like starlight. Her scales glinted green, her eyes glowed gold. She was no human. She was alien. Jack raised his rifle, finger twitching. The alien staggered, blood dripping from her side. She fell to her knees, hands raised. "Human, don't kill me," she whispered, voice soft but sharp like a blade wrapped in silk. Jack's grip tightened. Aliens brought war. Aliens burned towns, his town. "Why shouldn't I?" he growled. "Her name was Zara," she said. Her voice trembled, but her eyes held fire. "Spare me, human." "I'll be your shield." Jack blinked. Shield? What did she mean? Her wound glowed faintly. Not red, but blue, unnatural. He stepped closer, rifle steady. "Talk fast," he said. Zara's breath hitched. "I'm running. From my own kind. They hunt me. They'll hunt you too." Jack's eyes narrowed. "Why me?" Zara looked up, desperate. "Because you're human. You're different." Her words hung heavy, strange. Jack didn't trust her, but something in her voice, fear, maybe truth, made him pause. Before he could answer, a howl pierced the night. Not human, not animal. Something else. Jack spun, scanning the dark. Red lights blinked in the distance, moving fast. Zara grabbed his arm, her touch cold but strong. "They're coming," she hissed. "We hide now." Jack pulled away, suspicious. "Who's coming?" Zara's eyes darted to the sky. "My hunters. They'll kill us both," Jack cursed under his breath. He didn't trust her, but those lights weren't friendly. "Move," he said, pointing to a nearby cave. They ran, sand kicking under their feet. The cave was dark, damp, and narrow. Jack shoved Zara inside, rifle ready. She slumped against the wall, clutching her wound. The blue glow pulsed, lighting her face. "Why'd you crash here?" Jack asked, voice low. Zara hesitated. "I stole something. Something they want back." Jack's jaw tightened. "What thing?" She shook her head. "Not now. If they find me, we're dead." Jack wanted to argue, but the howls grew louder, closer. He peered out. The red light circled the crash site, like wolves sniffing blood. Drones, maybe. Or worse. Jack's mind raced. He was alone, always had been since the raiders took his town. No family, no friends. Just him and his rifle. But this alien, she knew something. Her offer to be his shield echoed in his head. Was it a trick or a chance? He looked at her, weak but fierce, like a cornered wolf. "If you're lying, I'll end you myself," he said. Zara nodded, eyes steady. "I swear, human, I'll protect you." Her voice carried weight like a vow. Jack didn't know why, but he believed her. For now, the cave grew colder. Jack crouched by the entrance, watching the lights. Zara's breathing was shallow, her wound glowing brighter. "What's wrong with you?" Jack asked, glancing back. "Your blood, it's not normal." Zara forced a weak smile. "My kind, we're different. This wound, it's poison. From them," Jack frowned. "Poison? Who was hunting her? And why?" He opened his mouth to ask, but a sharp crack stopped him. A rock fell near the cave's mouth. Something moved outside. Jack raised his rifle, heart thumping. Zara struggled to stand, her hand gripping a small glowing device on her belt. "Stay down," Jack whispered. But Zara shook her head. "I said I'd be your shield." She stepped forward, wincing, her device humming softly. The air felt heavy, charged. Jack's eyes flicked to the entrance. A shadow moved, tall and silent, not human, not drone. It stood just out of sight, watching, waiting. The howls stopped. The silence was worse. Jack's finger hovered on the trigger. Zara's device pulsed, casting blue light on the cave walls. "They know I'm here," she whispered. "They always find me." Jack's stomach twisted. "Who are they?" he demanded. Zara's eyes met his, filled with fear and secrets. My people. The ones who burned your world. Jack's blood ran cold. Her people? The aliens who destroyed everything? He wanted to scream, to shoot, but the shadow outside moved closer. Its eyes glowed red like the lights in the sky. Jack grabbed Zara's arm, pulling her back. Stay quiet, he hissed. The shadow paused as if listening. Jack's mind spun. He didn't trust Zara, but he needed her alive. For answers. For survival. The shadow's eyes locked on the cave. A low hum filled the air like a machine waking up. Zara's device vibrated, her face pale. It's them, she said. They're here. Jack tightened his grip on the rifle. Then we fight, he said, voice hard. But inside he wondered, fight what? And who was this alien, really? The shadow stepped closer. Its form was unclear, but it wasn't alone. More red eyes glowed in the dark. Jack's heart raced. Zara raised her device, her wound glowing brighter. I'll shield you, she said, voice steady despite her pain. Jack didn't know if he could trust her, but he had no choice. The cave felt smaller, the air heavier. Something was coming. Something big, cliffhanger. The shadow spoke, its voice cold and mechanical. Zara, you cannot hide. A red light flashed, blinding Jack. Zara pushed him back, her device flaring. The cave shook. What was out there? And what secret was Zara hiding? The desert night exploded with danger. Jack and Zara sprinted across the sand, their boots kicking up dust. Laser blasts burned the air behind them, bright and deadly. Zara shouted, I'll shield you. Her voice shook with effort. A massive alien beast charged, its eyes glowing red, teeth bared. Could she keep her promise? Jack glanced back, rifle in hand. The cave was far now, and the howls grew louder. Something was chasing them, fast. Zara stumbled, her wound glowing blue, but she pushed forward. Jack's heart pounded. Trust her, or run alone? The beast roared, closing in. They reached a rocky hill, panting hard. Zara pulled a small device from her belt, her hands trembling. Stay close, she said. The device hummed, and a faint blue shield flickered around them. The beast leaped, claws slashing. The shield held, but Zara gasped, falling to one knee. Jack fired his rifle, hitting the beast's leg. It howled and retreated, limping into the dark. You okay? Jack asked, rushing to her side. Zara nodded weakly. It worked. For now. The attack wasn't over. More howls echoed and red lights blinked in the distance. Jack helped Zara stand, her weight heavy on his shoulder. We need cover, he said. They spotted an old bunker, half buried in the sand, its door hanging open. They stumbled inside, slamming the door shut. The bunker was cold, filled with broken chairs and dusty screens. Zara collapsed against the wall, her wound pulsing brighter. What's happening to you? Jack asked, frowning. Zara's voice was soft. My shield. It takes my strength. That beast, it was one of theirs. Jack's mind raced. There's your people? Zara looked away, guilty. Yes, I deserted. They sent hunters to bring me back, or kill me. Jack clenched his fists. Her people burned his town, killed his family. Why should he help her? But those hunters were after him now too. Why'd you run? He demanded. Zara hesitated, then spoke. I couldn't fight their war anymore. I took something. Something they need. Jack's eyes narrowed. What thing? Zara shook her head. Not yet. It's too dangerous. Outside, the howls stopped. Silence fell thick and uneasy. Jack peeked through a crack in the door. The red lights were gone, but the air felt wrong. They're planning something, he muttered. Zara struggled to sit up, her device glowing faintly. They won't stop. Not until they find me. Jack grabbed his rifle, checking the bullets. Then we fight, together. Zara looked surprised, then nodded. Thank you, human. A sudden crash shook the bunker. The wall cracked, and a hound-like creature burst through, its jaws dripping green slime. Jack fired, but it dodged fast and smart. Zara raised her device, the shield flaring again. The hound slammed into it, and Zara cried out, her wound glowing brighter. The shield cracked, but held. Jack aimed and shot, hitting the hound's eye. It screeched and fell dead. Zara collapsed, breathing hard. I can't. Do that again, she whispered. Jack knelt beside her, worried. Her skin was pale, her eyes dim. You saved me, he said, surprised. Zara managed a weak smile. You saved me too, humans. You're strong. Jack didn't know what to say. He hated her kind, but she fought for him. Maybe she was different. He tore a piece of cloth from his shirt, pressing it to her wound. "Rest," he said. "We'll figure this out." The bunker grew quiet again. Jack sat by the door, rifle ready. Zara's breathing slowed, her device flickering. Suddenly, a crackle broke the silence. An old radio on a table buzzed to life. "We see you, traitor," a voice said, cold and sharp. Jack froze. The voice wasn't Zara's, it wasn't human. He grabbed the radio, but it went dead. "What was that?" he asked, turning to Zara. Her eyes widened in fear. "They're closer than I thought." Outside, the red lights returned, brighter now. Jack peeked out. Shapes moved in the dark. More hounds, more hunters. Zara struggled to stand, her device humming. "We can't stay," she said. "They'll break in." Jack nodded, slinging his rifle over his shoulder. "Then we move. But you tell me everything now." Zara looked at him, torn. "I stole a key." "To a weapon." "They'll destroy this planet to get it back." Jack's stomach dropped. A weapon? His world was in danger because of her? Before he could ask more, the bunker door shook. A loud bang echoed and cracks spread across it. Jack grabbed Zara's arm, pulling her toward a back exit. "Run!" he shouted. They stumbled into a tunnel, dark and narrow. The howls followed, closer now. Zara's device pulsed, lighting their path. "I'm sorry, human," she said softly. Jack didn't answer. He was angry, scared, but he kept moving. She was his shield, and his problem. The tunnel opened to a small cave hidden by rocks. They ducked inside, catching their breath. Jack leaned against the wall, rifle ready. Zara sat, her wound glowing dangerously bright. That voice. "It knows you," Jack said. Zara nodded, tears in her eyes. "My commander." "He'll never stop." Jack frowned. "Why's he after you?" Zara looked away. "Because I know the truth. About the weapon. About you humans." The cave shook suddenly. A shadow loomed outside, tall and silent. Jack raised his rifle, heart racing. Zara grabbed his arm, her voice a whisper. "It's him." The shadow moved and a pair of red eyes glowed in the dark. A deep voice rumbled, "Zara, your time is up." Jack's finger tightened on the trigger. Who was this commander? And what truth did Zara hide? A loud roar filled the air. A truck sped toward the bunker, its engine growling like a beast. Human raiders leaned out, shouting, "Hand over the alien!" Jack gripped his rifle, heart racing. Zara sat weak against the wall, her wound glowing blue. Would he betray her to save himself? The truck skidded to a stop, dust flying. Men with guns jumped out, their faces hard and greedy. Jack's mind spun. "Trust Zara or fight?" The raiders banged on the door. "We know she's in there," one yelled. Zara looked at Jack, eyes pleading. "Let me go," she whispered. "Save yourself." Jack shook his head. "No, we're in this together." He moved to the door, rifle ready. The raiders kicked it hard, cracking the wood. "Last chance!" they shouted. Jack fired a warning shot through the gap. The raiders ducked, cursing. "You'll regret this," one screamed. Zara struggled to stand, her device humming faintly. "They want my tech," she said. "They'll kill us for it." Jack nodded, grim. "Then we run." A loud boom shook the bunker. A grenade flew through the window, landing near them. "Move!" Jack yelled. He grabbed Zara's arm, pulling her toward a back tunnel. The grenade exploded, blasting a hole in the wall. Smoke filled the air as they stumbled into the dark. The raiders shouted, chasing them. Jack's lungs burned, but he kept going. Zara limped, her shield device flickering. "I can't hold them long," she said, panting. The tunnel was narrow, its walls rough and cold. Jack heard boots behind them closing in. "Faster," he urged. Zara tripped, falling hard. Her wound glowed brighter, and she cried out. Jack stopped, lifting her up. "You okay?" he asked. Zara nodded weakly. "My shield. It's tied to my life. Too much and I die." Jack's eyes widened. "Why didn't you say?" Zara looked away. "I didn't want you to leave me." The raiders' voices grew louder. Jack spotted a side passage and pulled Zara into it. They hid behind a rock, holding their breath. A raider's flashlight beam swept past, missing them. Jack peeked out. The raiders argued, then moved on. "They're gone," he whispered. But Zara shook her head. "Check my armor." Jack frowned, then saw a small blinking light on her back. "A tracker?" he asked. Zara nodded, ashamed. They planted it. Before I ran, Jack acted fast. He used his knife to pry the tracker off, cutting through the metal. It fell to the ground, still blinking. He smashed it with a rock, silencing it. "You're clean now," he said. Zara looked at him surprised. "You didn't have to do that." Jack shrugged. "You're my shield. I need you alive." Zara smiled faintly. "And you're my hope, human." They rested in the cave, catching their breath. Zara's wound still glowed, but slower now. "Tell me more," Jack said. "About your people," Zara sighed. "My homeworld. They destroyed it. My kind fights endless wars. I couldn't do it anymore." Jack listened, his anger fading. His town was gone too. Maybe they weren't so different. "What did you steal?" he asked. Zara hesitated. "A crystal. It powers a weapon, big enough to wipe out planets." Jack's stomach dropped. "A weapon here?" Zara nodded. "That's why they hunt me. If they get it, Earth is finished." Jack clenched his fists. His world, his last home, was in danger. But before he could ask more, the ground shook. A shadow loomed outside the cave. Jack raised his rifle, expecting raiders. But this was different. A massive alien ship hovered above, its lights blinding. Zara gasped, "No, not them." The ship's engines roared, shaking the cave. A voice boomed from it, deep and cold. "Zara, surrender the crystal, or we burn this world." Jack's heart pounded. "Alien hunters, not raiders." Zara grabbed his arm, terrified. "They'll do it," she said. "They've done it before." Jack looked at her, then at the ship. "We fight," he said, voice steady. But inside he wondered, how do you fight that? The ship's light scanned the ground, searching. Jack pulled Zara deeper into the cave. "We need a plan," he said. Zara nodded, her device glowing faintly. "The crystal, it's hidden in me. They can't find it without me," Jack frowned. "Hidden?" Zara touched her chest where the glow was brightest. "It's part of me now. But it's killing me." Jack's eyes softened. She was dying to protect it, and him. A loud crash echoed outside. The ship dropped a pod and figures stepped out. Tall armored aliens with red eyes. Zara's people. Jack peeked out, counting 3. "Can your shield stop them?" he asked. Zara shook her head. "Not all. But I can try." She stood, wincing, her device humming louder. Jack aimed his rifle ready. The aliens moved closer, their steps heavy on the snow. Suddenly, a beam of light shot from the ship, hitting the cave entrance. Rocks fell, blocking their exit. Jack and Zara ducked, coughing in the dust. "They're trapping us!" Jack shouted. Zara's device flared, creating a small shield around them. The rocks stopped falling, but the shield flickered. "I can't hold it," she said, collapsing. Jack caught her, worried. Her wound glowed dangerously bright now. The aliens' voices came through the rubble. "Zara, come out, or we dig you out." Jack's mind raced. No way out. No weapon strong enough. But Zara looked at him, eyes fierce. "You're human," she said. "You find a way." Jack nodded, determination growing. He wasn't just a scavenger anymore. He was her shield, too. A deep voice boomed from the alien ship, shaking the cave. "Return the deserter," it commanded. Zara trembled, her eyes wide with fear. What secret was she hiding that an entire fleet wanted her back? Jack crouched beside her, rifle ready, as rocks shifted near the blocked entrance. The red-eyed alien hand pulled back, but the ship's lights swept the area, searching. Jack's heart pounded. Trapped with an alien who knew too much, and enemies above. Zara's device flickered, her strength fading. "We can't stay," she whispered. Jack nodded, scanning the cave for a way out. The cave was dark, its walls damp and cold. Jack spotted a crack in the back, just big enough to crawl through. "This way," he said, helping Zara up. They moved slowly, her wound glowing blue, brighter now. Outside, the ship's drones buzzed, their red lights piercing the night. Jack pushed Zara into the crack, following close. They emerged in a ruined city, its buildings broken and covered in sand. The ship hovered above, its shadow huge and threatening. Zara leaned against a wall, panting. "They won't stop," she said. "Not until they have the crystal." Jack frowned. "Tell me about it." Zara hesitated, then spoke. "I stole a cosmic artifact, a key to a weapon that can destroy planets. It's inside me, bonded to my life." Jack's eyes widened. "Inside you? That's why you're dying?" Zara nodded, tears in her eyes. "Yes, but it's our only chance." Jack clenched his fists. His world was at stake because of her secret. A drone's light swept near them, forcing them to hide behind a fallen pillar. The shield on Zara's device flickered, weak. "Can you use it?" Jack asked. Zara shook her head. "Not much left." "It'll kill me." Jack's mind raced. He couldn't lose her, not yet. The drone moved closer, its hum loud. Jack grabbed a piece of metal from the ground and threw it far. The drone turned, chasing the noise. "Smart," Zara whispered, impressed. They ran through the city, dodging debris. Jack spotted an old human lab, its door half open. "In here," he said. Inside, the lab was dusty, filled with old machines and screens. Zara collapsed near a table, her device glowing faintly. Jack searched, finding wires and tools. "We need to fight back," he said. Zara pointed to a signal device on the wall. It might help." Jack nodded, working fast. He connected wires, his hands steady despite the danger. The ship's voice boomed again. "Zara, we see you." "Surrender." Jack ignored it, focusing on the device. He flipped a switch and a faint hum started. Suddenly a voice crackled through, human, weak but clear. "We're still fighting." "Hold on," Jack froze. "Humans alive?" Zara's eyes lit up. "A resistance?" she asked. Jack didn't know, but hope grew in his chest. He adjusted the signal, sending a reply. "This is Jack. Where are you?" The drones returned, their lights flooding the lab. Jack ducked, pulling Zara down. "They found us," she said, panic in her voice. Her device pulsed, and the shield flared briefly, blocking a laser blast. But it faded fast, and Zara gasped, her wound glowing dangerously bright. Jack grabbed a metal rod, ready to fight. The drones hovered closer, their weapons charging. "I'll hold them," he said. Zara shook her head. "No, the signal!" A loud crash interrupted her. The lab wall exploded, and a drone flew in, its red eyes glaring. Jack swung the rod, smashing its side. It sparked and fell, but two more took its place. Zara raised her device, the shield flickering again. "I can't." She started, then collapsed. Jack caught her, worried. Her skin was cold, her breathing shallow. "Stay with me," he said, voice hard. The signal device buzzed again. The human voice returned stronger. "Jack, we're north." "Come quick!" Jack's heart leaped. Help was out there, but the drones fired, forcing him to dodge. He dragged Zara behind a machine, thinking fast. He spotted an old power cell and rigged it with wires, creating a trap. "Get back," he told Zara. She nodded weakly, crawling away. Jack threw the cell at the drones and shot it. A bright explosion lit the lab, destroying the drones. Smoke filled the air. Jack rushed to Zara, checking her pulse. She was alive, but barely. "You did it," she whispered, smiling. Jack shook his head. "We're not safe yet." The ship's lights grew brighter outside, and a deep hum shook the ground. Jack looked out. A massive warship descended, its shadow swallowing the city. "They're landing," he said, fear creeping in. Zara grabbed his arm. "The signal." It told them where we are. The warship's doors opened, and tall figures stepped out, alien warriors with red eyes and heavy armor. Zara's people. Jack raised his rifle, but there were too many. "What now?" he asked. Zara struggled to sit up, her device glowing faintly. "The crystal. It's waking up." "I feel it." Jack frowned. "Waking up?" Zara nodded. "It's tied to you now. Only a human can use it." Jack's eyes widened. "Him? A weapon that big?" The aliens moved closer, their weapons raised. Jack helped Zara stand, her weight heavy on him. "We run," he said. They stumbled toward the lab's back exit, the warship's lights following. Suddenly Zara's device pulsed, and Jack felt a strange warmth in his chest. "What's happening?" he asked. Zara looked at him, amazed. "The crystal. It's bonding to you." Jack's mind spun. A power inside him? Against that fleet? A shadow moved through the warship's light. A human figure stepped forward, hand raised. "Trust me," she said, voice calm. "I'll get you out." Jack squinted, rifle ready, as Zara leaned on him, weak. The woman's eyes lingered on Zara's glowing chest, where the crystal hid. Was she a savior or a traitor? The warship's beam held them, its hum loud. Jack hesitated. "Help or trap?" The woman waved them forward. "Come on," she urged. Jack helped Zara move, unsure but out of options. Her name was Mia, she said, a rebel fighter. She led them to a hidden tunnel under the city ruins, away from the warship's light. The tunnel was narrow, its walls damp with moss. Mia moved fast, her gun slung over her shoulder. "You're lucky I found you," she said. Jack nodded, keeping Zara close. Her wound glowed blue, her breathing shallow. "Who are you?" Jack asked. Mia smiled. "Part of the resistance. We've been fighting them for years." They reached a small camp hidden in a cave. People moved around, fixing weapons and cooking food. Zara sat by a fire, her device flickering. Jack watched Mia, suspicious. She talked to others, her voice low. Jack overheard her whisper into a radio. "I found the alien and the key." His stomach tightened. "Key? The crystal?" He moved closer, pretending to check his rifle. Mia's eyes met his, then darted away. Was she lying? That night, Jack sat with Zara. "Something's wrong," he said. Zara nodded, weak but alert. "I feel it too. She's watching me." Jack frowned. "The crystal?" Zara touched her chest. "Yes, they all want it." Before they could talk more, Mia approached. "Rest up," she said. "We attack tomorrow." Jack forced a smile, but his mind raced. He waited until Mia left, then followed her. Mia slipped into a tent, radio in hand. Jack peeked through a gap. She spoke again. "The alien's weak. I'll trade her for weapons." Jack's blood boiled. Betrayal. He ran back to Zara, whispering, "She's selling you out." Zara's eyes widened. "We have to go." But before they could move, guards entered the cave, rebels with guns. "Mia wants you," one said, pointing at Zara. Jack stepped forward, rifle raised. "Back off!" he shouted. The guards lunged, but Zara's device flared, creating a small shield. It held just long enough for Jack to knock one guard down. The other fired, and Zara pushed Jack aside, taking the hit. She cried out, collapsing. The shield failed, and her wound glowed brighter. "Zara!" Jack yelled, kneeling beside her. The guard aimed again, but Jack tackled him, wrestling the gun away. He hit the guard hard, knocking him out. Mia ran in, shocked. "What are you doing?" she demanded. Jack stood, angry. "You're trading her. After all we've been through." Mia's face hardened. "She's an alien. Her tech can win this war." Jack shook his head. "She's my friend." Zara grabbed Jack's arm, weak but firm. "Go, leave me." Jack refused. "No way." He lifted her, running toward the cave's back exit. Mia shouted, "Stop them!" More guards chased, firing shots. Jack dodged, his heart pounding. Zara's device pulsed, giving them a faint shield. It cracked under the bullets, but held long enough to reach the exit. They stumbled into a dark forest, branches scratching their faces. Jack set Zara down, checking her wound. Blood mixed with the blue glow, and she shivered. "I'm sorry," she whispered. "The crystal. It's bonding to you now." Jack frowned, feeling a warm pulse in his chest. "What does that mean?" Zara coughed. "Only a human can use it. You're its host." Jack's mind spun. A weapon inside him? Against the aliens? The guards' shouts grew closer. Jack helped Zara stand, moving deeper into the forest. Suddenly explosions lit the sky, alien ships bombarding the camp. Mia's voice screamed over the radio Jack had taken. "Help us," she begged, wounded. Jack stopped, torn. Save her or keep running? Zara looked at him, weak but steady. "Your choice," she said. Jack's chest burned, the crystal's power growing. He remembered his town, burned by aliens. Mia betrayed them, but she was human too. He grabbed the radio. "Where are you?" he asked. Mia's voice cracked. "Near the fire." Jack nodded to Zara. "We go back." Zara protested, but Jack was firm. "She's one of us." They crept back, dodging blasts. The camp was chaos, fires burning, rebels running. Jack spotted Mia, trapped under a fallen beam. He dropped Zara gently and lifted the beam, grunting with effort. Mia stared, surprised. "Why?" she asked. Jack glared. "Because I'm human." He pulled her free, and they ran to Zara. The ships fired again, forcing them to hide. Zara's device went dark, her strength gone. "I can't shield anymore," she said, tears falling. Jack held her, feeling the crystal's warmth spread. "I've got you," he said. Mia watched silent, guilt on her face. The ships hovered, their lights searching. Jack's chest pulsed harder, the crystal reacting. "What's happening?" he asked. Zara smiled weakly. "It's waking. For you." A loud boom shook the forest. The ships turned, sensing the crystal's energy. Jack stood, feeling stronger. Mia grabbed his arm. "What are you?" she asked, afraid. Jack didn't answer. He didn't know. The ships fired, but the blast missed, hitting a tree instead. Jack's eyes glowed faintly, the crystal's power showing. Jack carried Zara through the dark forest, her body heavy in his arms. Her breathing was weak, her wound glowing bright blue. Suddenly a door opened in a hillside, revealing a hidden base. A man in a white coat gasped, "That artifact, it's alive." Jack froze, chest burning from the crystal's power. What power was growing inside him? The man waved them in and Jack stumbled inside, Mia following close. The door shut, blocking the alien ship's lights. Zara moaned softly, her strength fading. Jack set her down, worried. "Help her," he said. The base was bright, filled with machines and screens. People moved fast, some with guns, others with tools. The man, Dr. Cole, looked at Zara's wound. "She's poisoned," he said. "From her own tech." Jack nodded, feeling the crystal pulse in his chest. "Can you fix her?" Dr. Cole frowned. "Maybe, but that artifact, it's the key." Jack's eyes narrowed. "Key to what?" Dr. Cole pointed to a screen showing the alien fleet. "A weapon. It can stop them." Zara opened her eyes, weak but alert. "The crystal. It's tied to me," she whispered. "But it's waking in him." Dr. Cole stared at Jack, amazed. "A human host?" "That's new." Jack felt a strange vision. Stars exploding, a war in space. He shook his head. "What's happening to me?" Dr. Cole explained, "The artifact is alive. It shows you its past. Only a human can control it." Jack's heart raced. "Control it? Against that fleet?" Jack dodged, the sword missing by inches. The crystal pulsed, sending a warm surge through him. He grabbed a metal bar, swinging it hard. The warlord blocked, his strength overwhelming. "You're weak," the warlord growled. Jack fell, gasping. Visions flashed. His town, Zara's Plea, human fighters standing tall. The crystal pushed back, giving him strength. He stood, aiming the booster device. "Humans don't give up," he shouted. The warlord swung again, but Jack fired the booster. A shockwave hit, cracking the warlord's armor. The alien stumbled, surprised. Jack ran to the warship's hull, spotting the blue crystal Zara mentioned. "There!" he yelled. Zara nodded weakly, her device sparking. She raised it, a faint shield forming to protect him. Jack climbed, the warlord chasing. The shield held just long enough for Jack to reach the crystal. The warlord grabbed Jack's leg, pulling him down. "Give me the key," he roared. Jack struggled, the crystal burning hotter. He kicked free, smashing the blue crystal with the booster. A bright explosion rocked the ship, its lights dying. The warlord screamed, falling to his knees. His armor cracked and he collapsed, defeated. Jack landed hard, breathing fast. "It's over," he whispered. The new ships hovered, waiting. Dr. Cole ran to Jack. "You did it," he said. Mia helped Zara up, her wound still glowing. "She's alive," Mia said, relieved. Jack crawled to Zara, holding her hand. "You okay?" he asked. Zara smiled weakly. "You're the shield now." Jack nodded, tears in his eyes. The crystal's glow faded, but its warmth stayed. The warlord groaned, lifting his head. "This isn't the end," he said, voice weak. Jack stood, ready to fight again. But the alien fleet turned, retreating. Dr. Cole checked a signal. "They're leaving," he said. Mia laughed. "You scared them off." Jack looked at the sky, proud. Humans won, not with weapons, but with heart. Zara touched her chest, the crystal's glow dimming. "It's leaving me," she said. "Going to you." Jack felt the warmth settle in his chest, steady now. "What does it do?" he asked. Dr. Cole explained. "It's a power source. You can rebuild with it." Jack thought of his town, his world. "Let's start," he said. They worked together, using the crystal to power old machines. The base hummed to life, lights flickering on. People cheered, hope returning. Zara stood, stronger now. "I have to go," she said. "My people need to know the truth." Jack frowned. "Will I see you again?" Zara nodded. "I promise." They hugged, a bond forged in battle. Mia approached, shy. "I'm sorry," she said, "for betraying you." Jack looked at her, then smiled. "You fought with us." "That's enough." Mia smiled back, joining the work. Dr. Cole showed Jack a map. We can rebuild cities, he said. Jack agreed, the crystal guiding him. The war was over, but the future was theirs. That night they sat by a fire. The sky was clear, the alien ships gone. Jack held the booster, feeling the crystal's steady pulse. Suddenly it hummed, showing a new vision. Distant stars, a faint signal. What's that? Mia asked. Dr. Cole checked a device. Another fleet. Far away but coming. Jack's heart sank, then steadied. We'll be ready, he said. Zara looked at him proud. You're more than a human now, Jack. You're hope. Jack smiled, standing tall. The crystal glowed faintly, a promise of strength. The signal grew louder, a challenge for tomorrow. But tonight they rested victorious. The fire crackled as Jack looked at the stars. A new hum came from the crystal, soft but clear. Another adventure waited. Let's build, he said, turning to his friends. The camera pans up, the sky vast and open, hinting at future battles. A loud bang shook the base. Alien scouts attacked outside, their red eyes glowing through the windows. Dr. Cole shouted, "Defend the base!" Jack grabbed his rifle, but Zara stopped him. My shield. Let me try. She raised her device, its light flickering. A weak shield formed around the windows, blocking a laser blast. But she gasped, her wound glowing brighter. I can't hold it, she said, collapsing. Jack caught her, angry. You're killing yourself. Dr. Cole worked fast, injecting Zara with a green liquid. This will slow the poison, he said. Zara relaxed, breathing easier. Jack looked at her, relieved. Rest now, he said. But the base shook again. The scouts were closer. Jack moved to a window, seeing 3 aliens with heavy guns. We need to fight, he said. Dr. Cole handed him a strange device. Use this. It boosts the crystal's power. Jack took it, unsure, feeling the warmth grow in his chest. He stepped outside, the device in hand. The scouts fired, but Jack raised it, and a shockwave burst from him, knocking them back. The crystal's power surged, his eyes glowing faintly. The scouts fell dead. Jack stared, shocked. I did that? Dr. Cole nodded, impressed. You're stronger than we thought. Mia watched, silent, still guilty from her betrayal. Jack ignored her, focusing on Zara. Inside, Zara woke, seeing Jack. You used it, she said, smiling weakly. But it's dangerous. It can control you, Jack frowned. How do I stop that? Dr. Cole explained. Train with it. Learn its limits, Jack agreed, determined. He spent hours with Dr. Cole, practicing. The crystal showed him more visions, alien worlds, human courage. Each time he felt stronger but tired. You're adapting, Dr. Cole said. Humans are special. Zara watched, her strength returning slowly. My people, they fear humans, she said. That's why I ran. Jack looked at her, curious. Why? Zara sighed. Because you can use what they can't. The crystal chose you. Jack felt proud but scared. A power this big, was he ready? The base shook again, louder this time. Dr. Cole checked a screen. They're landing a warship, he said. They know you're here. Jack ran to a window. The warship descended, its shadow huge. Aliens poured out more than before. Zara stood wincing. I'll shield you, she said. Jack shook his head. No, you're too weak. But Zara insisted, her device humming. The shield flared, weak but holding as the aliens approached. Jack raised the booster device, the crystal pulsing. I'll try, he said. The aliens fired and Zara's shield cracked. She fell, crying out. Jack's anger flared, and the crystal's power exploded, sending a wave that knocked the aliens back. The base cheered, but Jack felt dizzy. Easy, Dr. Cole said, steadying him. Zara looked at Jack, amazed. You're growing, she whispered. But the warship's lights grew brighter, and a deep voice boomed. Human, we know your name. Jack froze. My name? Dr. Cole checked a signal. They're targeting you, Jack. Mia stepped forward, nervous. What now? Jack's chest burned, the crystal reacting. We fight, he said, voice hard. But inside he wondered, how do you fight a warlord who knows you? Zara touched his arm. The crystal. It's your strength. Trust it? Jack nodded, gripping the booster. The warship's doors opened and a tall figure stepped out, armored with red eyes glowing. The warlord. His voice rumbled. Jack, face me or your base burns. Jack's heart pounded. Face him? With what? Dr. Cole handed him a map. The weak spot on their ship, he said. Jack looked at Zara, then Mia. We go together, he said. They nodded, ready, but the warlord raised a hand and the base shook harder. A beam of light hit the roof, cracking it. Rocks fell and Zara pushed Jack aside, saving him. Her device went dark, her strength gone. "Zara!" Jack yelled, holding her. She smiled weakly. "You're the shield now," the warlord's laugh echoed. "Surrender, Jack." The warlord's face filled the sky, huge and terrifying. His red eyes glowed as he snarled, "Human, face me or earth burns!" Jack stood in the crumbling base, chest burning from the crystal's power. Could he master it in time to save Zara and humanity? Rocks fell around him, dust choking the air. Zara lay still, her device dark, her wound glowing faintly. Dr. Cole shouted, "Get to cover!" Mia grabbed a gun, ready to fight. The warlord's laugh echoed, shaking the ground. Jack's heart pounded. Face him, how? The base's roof was half gone, exposing them to the warship's lights. Jack helped Zara to a corner, her breathing weak. "Stay here," he said. She grabbed his arm. "You can't." "He's too strong." Jack shook his head. "I have to try." Dr. Cole handed him the booster device. "Use it wisely," he said. Jack nodded, feeling the crystal pulse harder. Mia joined him, gun raised. "I owe you," she said, guilt in her voice. Jack didn't answer, focused on the warlord. The warlord's voice boomed again. "Jack, I know your fear. Your town burning." Jack froze, visions flashing, flames, screams, his family gone. The crystal sent the images sharp and painful. "Get out of my head," he shouted. The warlord laughed. "Surrender or relive it." Jack clenched his fists, anger growing. The crystal warmed, pushing back the visions. "Thre's in your mind," Dr. Cole warned. "Fight it." Jack stepped outside, the warship looming above. The warlord stood on a platform, tall and armored, his red eyes locked on Jack. Aliens with guns flanked him, ready to fire. Jack raised the booster, the crystal flaring. A weak shockwave hit the aliens, knocking some back. But the warlord didn't move. "Pathetic," he said. Jack gritted his teeth. "I'm just starting." Inside, Dr. Cole worked on Zara. "Her shield's dead," he said. "But the crystal's power is yours now." Zara opened her eyes, weak. His weakness? A crystal on his ship. "Break it." Jack heard her through a radio Dr. Cole held. "A crystal?" He looked up. The warship's hull glowed with a faint blue light. Maybe the weak spot. "Got it," he said into the radio. Mia fired at the aliens covering Jack. "Go!" she shouted. Jack ran, dodging blasts. The crystal guided him, showing a path through the chaos. He reached the warship's edge, climbing a broken beam. The warlord watched, amused. "You can't win, human." Jack ignored him, focusing on the blue light. He aimed the booster, but the crystal's power surged, making him dizzy. "Control it!" Dr. Cole's voice crackled. The warlord raised a hand and a psychic wave hit Jack, showing his town's destruction again. Jack fell to his knees, gasping. The crystal fought back, his eyes glowing. "No!" he yelled, standing. The warlord frowned, surprised. Jack aimed the booster, firing a stronger shockwave. It hit the blue light, cracking it. The warship shook, lights dimming. "Yes!" Jack shouted, but the warlord jumped down, landing hard. He towered over Jack, sword raised. "You'll die for that," he growled. Jack rolled aside, the sword missing by inches. He fired the booster again, but it failed, the crystal overheating. "Come on!" he muttered. The warlord swung and Jack ducked, grabbing a metal bar from the ground. He swung back, hitting the warlord's arm. The alien grunted, stepping back. Inside, Zara struggled to sit up. "Jack needs me," she said. Dr. Cole held her down. "You'll die!" But Zara pushed him away, grabbing her device. It sparked to life faintly. She staggered outside, shield flickering. "I'll shield you," she called. The shield caught a blast aimed at Jack, saving him. But she fell again, her wound glowing dangerously bright. "Zara!" Jack yelled, distracted. The warlord lunged, pinning Jack down. His sword pressed against Jack's chest, the crystal pulsing under it. "Give me the key," the warlord demanded. Jack struggled, feeling the crystal's warmth grow. Visions flashed, human fighters standing tall. "Humans don't give up," he said, pushing back. The crystal flared, throwing the warlord off. Jack stood, breathing hard. The warship's blue light cracked more, and the warlord roared. "You'll pay!" He raised his sword, charging. Jack aimed the booster, the crystal surging. A massive shockwave erupted, hitting the warlord and the ship. The blue light shattered, and the warship's engines failed, crashing into the ground. The warlord fell, wounded but alive. Jack collapsed, exhausted. Dr. Cole and Mia ran out, helping Jack up. "You did it," Mia said. But Zara lay still, her device dark. Jack crawled to her, tears in his eyes. "Zara, wake up!" Her eyes opened faintly. "You're the shield now," she whispered. Jack held her, promising, "I'll save you." The warlord groaned, rising. "This isn't over," he said, limping to the wreckage. His voice echoed, "I know you, Jack." Jack stood, the crystal still warm. "He's not done," Dr. Cole warned. Mia nodded. "We need a plan." Jack looked at Zara, then the warship. "We take him down," he said, voice steady. Suddenly, the crystal pulsed again, showing a new vision, another fleet approaching. Jack's heart sank. "More?" Dr. Cole checked the signal. "They're coming fast." Mia grabbed her gun. "We're not ready." Jack helped Zara up, her strength fading. "We will be," he said. The warlord's laugh faded into the distance, a promise of more fights. Jack stood in a glowing arena, the warship's wreckage behind him. The warlord loomed, sword raised, snarling, "You're no match for me, human!" The crystal in Jack's chest blazed, his eyes glowing. Could his humanity defeat this alien god? Zara lay nearby, weak but watching. New ships filled the sky, their red lights threatening. Mia and Dr. Cole hid, ready to help. The warlord laughed, charging with his sword. Jack's heart pounded. This was it.